guys, this is Optibotimus coming at you with another video review, and this time, the Iron Man 2 movie series Mark 1. The figure, well not the figure, the version of Iron Man that started it all off. As I said, it's the movie series, so it looks how it did in the movie. There is a comic series version of this that is a lot more cylindrical in his body, not quite as bulky and pieced together looking. Really nice looking. I really like the way this guy looks. Nice beat up look to him. Now some of these figures have some paint defects on them, some smudges and some, extra paint here and there. I was actually not concerned about this at all because I wanted them to look very rustic, very used, very worn out. And if there was paint defects, I was going to be like, yeah, all for it. As you can see, he comes with a launching flamethrower blast, similar to the boogers from the first movie. Mark 1, Avengers Assemble. It says Iron Man Mark 1. The Mark 1 suit isn't as fast or powerful as Tony Stark's later versions of the Iron Man armor, but it was still plenty tough enough to blast its way to freedom in the remote mountains of the Middle East. You see the Mark II, the hypervelocity armor, and the Ironmonger. Now, again, the pictures on here, the artwork on the back, very nice looking. I'm really liking the way these figures are looking. I love them. They're fantastic. And they're 3 3/4 inch figures. So, let's open them up and see what we have. Okay, guys, so here we have the Iron Man Mark 1 suit from the new Iron Man 2 movie series, the 3 3/4 inch. And in actuality, it's not really 3 3/4. I got my tape measure here, and with this stand, as you can see, he's about 4.5 inches. So it's not really 3 3/4, about 4.5 inches. I really like these figures. Now, he comes with a couple different accessories, and I'll show this off here in a second, but here's the figure himself. Very nice figure, and I'm going to just set him here, and I'm going to kind of zoom back a little bit. Well, not really zoom, but just slide my camera back. Now, here's the Iron Man Mark 6, or Mark 1 from the first movie line. This guy is about 6 1/4 inches or so. Well, when he's standing, he's about 6 1/4 inches. So here you see the size difference. Now, one thing that I really like is the detail on this figure. This is a bigger figure, but these have much better detail. And look, I mean, look, on the side, he's got this little, this is like a propane tank where the flamethrower is actually supposed to be. This one's actually painted orange. This one is just painted silver. He's got a lot more, this guy's got a lot more detail. Like, if you look on the inside, his gloves are a different color. Very nice. On the inside here, where his pants are, kind of are different colors, and you see that on the back here. This doesn't have any of that. And it's just a much nicer looking detailed figure. He's got some like rust on here, which looks nice, but so does this guy. He's got a lot of weathering, a lot of wear and tear just on the figure itself. Very nice looking. Stand. So for the figure himself, in terms of articulation, his head will rotate from left to right, kind of look up and down. It wiggles just a little bit. I'm going to kind of zoom in some here. Not too much because it's very big and it's very bulky. The arms will move out. Now, one thing that people have been complaining about is the tightness of these joints. Now, some of these joints are really kind of annoying, especially the legs. The legs are the same kind of joints as the first movie line. I'll show that off in a second. But the best way to kind of get these joints loosened up is first look on here and see which way the joint actually bends. You don't want to be bending it in a spot where it's going to end up breaking it. And then grab up as far as you can. If you grab it down here, you risk breaking it. Grabbing it up here gives you a little bit more leverage, and you actually focus on this. So that will loosen it up, and a little pink piece came off. So that works it, so you get his arms bending up like that. They also rotate 360 degrees. They bend at the elbow. Not much, because again, the armor kind of gets in the way. So that's about all you can really do moving it up. That's about it there. Rotates at the waist. I mean, even look on the back. I mean, nice detail. I mean, like, if you look on the back here, I mean, that's black. That's just silver. I mean, it's just nice to see the black painted detail. It shows separation in this. Very nice. I mean, the mold is almost the same. I mean, even look, if like the legs here, the mold is very similar just the detail that come out with this, so much better. If you look in the inside here in the arc reactor area, it's painted black around it, and that's just silver. You know, even the arc reactor itself with the blue is better than that coloring on there. Very nice. I'm really, really impressed. In terms of the legs, again, the legs are very complicated. They move like this, but then they rotate. And then, you know, so, I mean, like right now they can't really bend outward. But if you rotate it up and do it like this, it will rotate out. The way they did the leg joints on here are kind of annoying. I'm not a big fan of them, but you know, they're 3/4 inch. Well, not really 3 3/4. They're smaller figures, but so it works okay. He bends at the knee, and again, it's really stiff. So again, grabbing as close to the joint itself and pulling, you can get him to bend his knees. Fold those little guys back. Ugh. They bend also at the foot, which is again stiff, and then it rotates at the foot. Overall, really nice. Even look at the bottom. I mean, the bottom of the feet, very nicely detailed. Really, I'm really liking this. Here's his flamethrower. As you can see, I mean, he's got this on here. It's kind of supposed to be similar to this side. See if I can get that to plug in. So there's his flamethrower. Oops. I actually think the box art shows it, and I think I had it like this at first. But it really should be on this side, because that's where the thing is, and I think that's where you actually had it, but it doesn't stay on here very well. So, yeah, maybe we will just put it on this side. So there you have it. You got a little button. I'm just going to get rid of it. A little button that shoots out his booger. And it actually is, it's less booger looking than the first movie toys. So, pretty nice. I'm not a big fan of this, but, you know, I mean, it's what it is. Now, one thing that I think is really cool, all of these, you know, smaller figures come with these stands. Little peg hole right on here, and then you just plug the hole on the bottom of the foot, plug that right on there. But it also comes with these 3 tech specs, I suppose you can call them. And when you line them up, it shows the picture of the suit that you have itself. But one thing that I think is really kind of neat, I'm going to take, these are the arms, or this is one of them from the stealth operation suit. You can intermix these, and then you can have that. Or, you know, let's have these legs, and let's have the War Machine arms, and this guy's chest. So you line that all up, and you can, like I said, mix and match and kind of make your own looking Iron Man figure. Now I got to put these back where they're supposed to go. But overall, it is really nice. And one thing that is really cool is if you look inside here, there are 3 individual slots. So you just line these 3 cards up on them. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. And I don't know if you can kind of see it, but it almost gives it a 3-dimensional look. I really don't know if you can see that very well. Maybe if you turn it a little bit, you kind of get a 3-dimensional look with it, which I think is really cool. I really like it. I think it's a fantastic way to display these figures. Then you just take this guy, plug his foot right in there, and there you have him. And you can line them up just like that, and you can have a really cool looking Hall of Armor type of a thing situated. I mean, you can have, there's the Mark 1. You know, you can bring this out, and here's the Mark 2. You know, you can bring out more, and you can have, you know, here's the Ironmonger. I mean, you can get them out, and you can have a nice Hall of Armor type of a setup. I really think it's very cool how they actually did that. Really like these figures. Get rid of him. That's a preview of things to come. Woo! Ah. So overall, I really think these are fantastic figures. I think they're very nicely detailed. Good articulation. The legs are a little but they are really good-looking figures. Iron Man 2 toys, getting a thumbs up in my book. And like I said, these are the smaller ones. They're supposed to be coming out with the 6-inch versions too. So, I don't know. We'll see. The 6-inch, I mean, if they're going based off of these, the 6-inch ones should be even better. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, this is Optibotimus with the Iron Man Mark 1. I'll talk to you later.